Armchairing with Bruce Maro on the One Podcast Network.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Finally, Armchairing is back. It's a couple of weeks. I'm your host, Bruce Maro. Kind of rusty because it's been a couple of weeks since I did this. I'm sorry. I apologize. I hope you guys miss me, miss my accent, miss my crazy tics. But we're back tonight. We're going to talk about NBA playoffs, what happened, injuries, people who showed up, people didn't show up. But I'm really sad about my team. Even though we won, but I'm sad. We'll talk about that. Teams that have surprised me. We'll talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna have 59 minutes of talking, or less than 59 minutes. So the last couple of weeks was ready to talk about NBA playoff first round previews. It didn't happen. So first round came and is done now. Now we're doing second round. So, but I wanted to talk briefly about first round, and then we'll go to the second round. So in the first round, if you will see in the East, it was the Cavaliers and the Heat. So it was a 4-zip. I didn't think the Heat had a chance. I thought the Heat would win one game. They didn't win one game. Tyler Hero and Bam said they're not gonna go 4-zip, and the last game, they lost by 55 points. So Miami Heat miss Jimmy Butler. They're not going to admit it, but they miss it. Kevin Love, I am all my best for using your father. I know about losing fathers. That's not fun. So Miami Heat, I think they're going to need new rebuilding, new blood. I don't know if Pat Riley should continue to be president of basketball operation. They need new blood. Tyler Hero, I don't think could be the best player on the team. I think he's like a third best player on the team. Bam Adebayo, third best player on the team. I don't think he's best player on the team. So Terry Rozier was bench. They have a nice center, Lamari, something like that. I think that's his name. So they just need new players. Are they gonna add KD or I don't know, somebody else? But Miami was fun. Indiana, Milwaukee. It was an interesting series. I thought Indiana was gonna win this series, even if Dame played the whole series. Unfortunately, Dame got injured, Achilles. So he's probably going to miss a bunch of games next season. He may not play next season. People saying this could be Giannis last season with Milwaukee. So I don't know. We'll see what happened. They traded Middleton for Kuzma. Didn't do much. Didn't show up in the series. Indiana was the better team, better coach. Doc Rivers still selling money. I hope I had his job, his charisma, because he keeps getting job. And the last game, you saw Haliburton's father show up and open a towel in front of Giannis, seemingly to trash talk. If he was another player like Mad Max or Rodman or Matt Barnes, I don't think they will be as nice as Giannis. Even though Giannis responded to him, but he was very, very, very respectful. So John Halliburton was banned by Indiana not to show up in future Pacers game. So Indiana won the series 4-1. They move on. Knicks Pistons. I think Pistons had a shot to win the series. I picked the Pistons. I remember picking the Pistons to win the series. I think there was a foul, and the foul was not called. It would have been 2-2. Knicks won, and Pistons lost. I think they lost a game because Beasley could not buy a shot. Kid Cunningham, I think he missed the end of the game shot. So, yeah, Knicks won 4-2. Celtics Magic. It's probably similar than Cavaliers Heat, but Magic won one game. Celtics too talented. Magic, KCP, Wagner, Paolo. I don't think they were enough. So they just have to be not injured during the whole season. They were injured. Paolo was injured the whole season. Wagner missed some games. So they need to stay healthy next season. And maybe we'll talk about Paolo. He's very talented. I think he has a bright future. So Boston win 4-1. That's the East. Quickly on the West, Thunder, Grizzlies. I thought that this series would be more competitive, but what about game 2 in Madison Square Garden where the Knicks only got 2 free throws in a half and Pistons got 14. Gotta go both ways. You were not aggressive. You were shooting a lot. You were shooting perimeter shot. You didn't go to the rim. That's the truth. And the Knicks are better on the road to me than at home. The Knicks are better on the road to me than at home. And they keep shooting a lot of perimeter shots. And Cat keeps getting in foul trouble. And he wants to do perimeter. He's a big man. That wasn't the case. Are you sure? You sure that's not the case, John? Thank you for being here, by the way. But it's the past. You won the series, so let's move on. So I'm going to the West. I'll come back to the Knicks. I have to talk about the Knicks again in the second round. So I'm sure you're gonna disagree with me. And I'm sure you're a Knicks fan too. So it's okay. You won this series. You won 4-2. So, but thank you for commenting and thank you for being here. All respect. Thunder Grizzlies. I thought that series would be more competitive, but I think Grizzlies came from the play-in. They won a really tight game against the Mavericks. Game 1, they were destroyed. Game 2, they didn't get destroyed, but they lost that game. Game 1, post-game, Josh said, oh, it's not going to be the same anymore, whatever. And then game 3, he went down. Because Lou Dort just seems like undercut him. But was it a terrible foul by Lou Dort, or was it intentional or not, or was it an accident? So, and they were leading by like 20-something points. And then when Ja went down, OKC came back and won the game. And Ja didn't play game 4, and OKC won game 4. So they swept. They swept Memphis. Who, by the way, fired the coach Taylor Jenkins and as a new coach. whose name I cannot pronounce, but Memphis has a new coach. But no, I think Ja needs to go somewhere else. I don't think Jaren Jackson Jr. is tough enough. They need to change that team. By the way, welcome, Mr. Thomas. Thank you for always being here. The next series, we have Nuggets Clippers. I thought Clippers was gonna win the series. They choked game one. I think Kawhi had like 7 turnovers. Clippers is one of my teams. I thought it was gonna be Clippers Warriors in the conference finals, but Clippers lost, and I think the Clippers lost the series because I thought the Clippers lost the series in game 4 before, but thinking again, I think the Clippers lost the series when they lost game 1. If they lost game 1, if they win game 1, I think they win the series because Denver, he's having a crazy season. They fired the coach at the end of, almost in the playoff. They fired Mike Malone, and they fired the GM because GM and coach fighting, and they have a new coach, Alderman. I think the Clippers could have won, but as usual, James Harden just show up, quit. One game is as good game. One game is good. The other game he disappear. I mean, he did that in Philly, Brooklyn, Houston. So Clippers lost, unfortunately, to me, to the Nuggets. Jokic was great most of the games. Aaron Gordon, I didn't think he was that good, but I think Aaron Gordon is underrated. Jamal Murray, I think, had a great game. One of those games, he had a great game. I think it was game 6. So Nuggets won that series 4-3 in game 7. Minnesota Lakers. OKC, UFC, KFC, Lakers in 5. I'm not going to say the person who's been saying it because he's having trouble right now. OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5. Good, James, right? So, Luka, the genius man, the genius coach, the guy they said who's the next Pat Riley, who can win more games than Darvin Ham, JJ Redick, and they lost Austin Reeves, the third best star in the team, they said, and they lost to the Timberwolves. I don't think Timberwolves played that well. Timberwolves did not play that well. The Lakers were just small. I saw a guy who's 40-something year old who's been faking injuries, faking his hurt, always flopping. Luka, he cannot defend, bro. He cannot defend. It's Ole. Luka cannot defend. They have a starting center and they bench him. And I think one game, probably the last game, they let the starters play the whole second half. What is that? So I think Lakers, they're going to be in trouble the next couple of years because if LeBron is back, that's a lot of money. Luka is back, that's a lot of money. You're not going to win. And you're going to see people keep still picking Lakers because of LeBron. I don't think he's the same player. So I think he's probably going to play 2 more years because he wants his son to play. Price. Anyway, the Timberwolves won. Warriors Rockets. I watch a lot of that series because I'm also a Warriors fan. And Warriors underestimated the Rockets. If Warriors play to their potential, the way they're supposed to play, that series should have been done in 6, but it went 7. It could have been done in 5. but Warriors play too much. Um, Jimmy Butler got hurt in game 2. I think he missed game 3. Um, Rockets are very competitive, very good defense. They do it the box on one against Curry. And Green disappear. Green disappear. Green disappear. I thought Sengun played better, played great. I mean Thompson, I think he's gonna be a star. So there's a lot of Houston has a bright future. Houston has a bright future. So I think Green might be traded or for KD or somebody because I don't think he's gonna stay on the team. So second round started. All the road team won. All the road teams won. That was the first time in NBA history that all the road team won. Yeah, Mr. Thomas, I agree with you. The Warriors underestimated the Rockets. I'm glad they woke up. Yes, they underestimated the Rockets. And I was afraid in game 7. I was scared because Warriors keep underestimating teams. They are small, but they can defend. Warriors are small, but they can defend. I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Yeah, as I was saying, all the road teams won in the second round. The team that was surprised the most that won on the road was the New York Knicks. And Torres gonna say, Mr. Torres is gonna say, why are you surprised? The Knicks or whatever. I didn't think that the Knicks were gonna win because I started to watch the game and I saw the Celtics destroying the Knicks. They were like by 20 something points. I was like, I'm not watching. I'm not wasting my time. I went to do something else. And I turn on the TV to watch the second game, and I see Mikal Bridges still in the ball. I was like, what? Overtime and they won the game? Wow. And I watch the box score. I see that the Celtics shot 63s and missed 45. That's why I don't watch the Celtics. I think the Celtics are the most unwatchable teams in the NBA. 63s, 45 miss. Wow. Any Celtics fans who's watching this right now or later, are you enjoying watching Celtics play basketball? I watch the Warriors shoot threes, and sometimes I'm annoyed by them shooting threes. But they don't, if they go inside, they shoot mid-range. Sometimes I'm yelling on the screen, stop shooting threes. Sometimes twos are better than threes. That's not washable. So, and I think Brunson won the clutch player of the year. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah, Jalen Brunson is very good. He's very good. I have no problem to give players their props. I think the Knicks, if the Knicks are playing the Celtics right now, if they win game 2, they have a good chance to win the series. The issue I have with the Celtics is they play worse at home. I'm not the Celtics. The Knicks, they play worse at home than on the road. So if they are lucky, because before starting the show, they were down by 14 something. And now they're only down by 9. They have a good chance to win the game. They can come back in the game because the Celtics will let you come back to the game. Celtics already shot, the last time I looked, they shot 20 something threes already. So Celtics playing tonight. They have a good chance to go 2-0, or they're gonna be 1-1. That's a good split. If the Knicks have to win both games at home. So the other upset, the other road team that won was Pacers. Pacers against the Cavaliers. I was shocked about that one. Cavaliers in game one. I know Darius Garland didn't play because he has a toe issue. But I thought that, okay, they have Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. They're going to win. They lost game one. They lost game one. And from the post, and Kenny Atkinson won Coach of the Year. And congratulations, by the way. And he had a press conference during the week, and he was saying, the Pacers were to his team, and blah, 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 blah. And then now that Mobley and Hunter would not play in this game, he complained. And then game two, didn't play. Garland didn't play. Mobley didn't play. Hunter didn't play. They lost. I was watching the game last night. I was like, okay, the Cavaliers gonna win the game. And then I turned around to do something else. And I went back, I'm looking, and I see Pascal Siakam at a free throw line. And I see like 4 points. I was like, what happened? And by the way, Pascal Siakam, you missed so many free throws. But luckily, Donovan Mitchell missing a lot of free throws. I was a big Donovan Mitchell fan when he was a rookie. I didn't like how many games he choked as a Utah Jazz. And for the last year and a half, I haven't said anything about Donovan Mitchell. But he choked. That's not. He lost the game by a shot by Haliburton. Haliburton, who, by the way, that's something that I wanted to talk about if I came on last week. But unfortunately, I had a road. I had to travel because of work. He was voted the most overrated player in the NBA. Who voted him the most overrated player? It was not the media. It was not the fans. It was other NBA players. So Haliburton had 2 clutch games recently. Last game 5 against the Bucks, when the Bucks were leading and the Bucks player choked, Haliburton was dealing, and he hit the 3, the game winner last night, and the Pacers are up 2-0, and they're going home. Are the Cavaliers be swept? I mean, there's a good chance. I mean, Atkinson, you just won the Coach of the Year. Are you gonna let your team get swept? I know that Mobley, Hunter, Garland didn't play, and I don't expect Strus or Tal Jerome, who, by the way, used to be a Warrior. A lot of Warriors fans hated because Curry used to play him a lot. You lost the game. You choked. And if the Pacers win game 3, I think Cavaliers gonna be swept. Or it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. So yes, Mr. Thomas, they've been getting credit all year, so call them out when they messed up. Yeah, it was a choke. The Cavaliers choke. Because they were winning a lot of games during the season. Everybody said they're gonna break the Bulls record, they're gonna break the Warriors record, they're gonna win. I thought they were gonna win 70 games. They were not losing. They were a couple of months not losing. And you're gonna finish the season like that? Oh man. This is like the Atlanta Hawks a couple of years ago with Budenholzer. They were winning a lot of games and they choked in the playoff. By the way, Ty Jerome is gonna make a lot of money. He's gonna be a free agent. I don't know if Cavaliers gonna afford it. Can't afford it. So I think he's gonna make a lot of money in the offseason. I don't think I agree with what you said that sometimes you have to play hurt. I'm old school. I was around to see Willis Ray play hurt back in the day. Yeah, but those players don't want to play hurt. They have too much money off the court to care about. So they're not going to sacrifice their body. Sometimes the money off the court is bigger than on the court. So they don't have to. They don't want to sacrifice their body. So Cavs in trouble. Celtics could be in trouble tonight if they lose. The reason why I'm not saying the Celtics are in trouble because the Knicks, they choke. Sometimes they choke at home all season. They've been doing it this season too. They're terrible. Sometimes they disappear at home. So Thunder Nuggets. I sometimes I go to other podcasts, sport podcasts, and I talk and I listen to other people talking. There are a lot of OKC fans. They said it's OKC year. People in the media say it's OKC year. Because they have the MVP. I think SGA is gonna win the MVP, but to me, Jokic is the MVP again. I'm sorry. SGA is gonna win the MVP. SGA is gonna win the MVP, but I think Jokic is the MVP. I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA, and I think he should be the MVP. But he's not gonna win it. SGA is gonna win. So I was watching the game up and on. I was doing other things, and I think, okay, OKC got this. And then all of a sudden, I think they were leading by like 4 minutes left, or 4 minutes, something like that. And then they decided to not play. Not play. All the free throw thing that SJ used to do to get free throw, people calling him a free throw merchant. No, he's not getting the same calls that he used to get in the regular season. The OKC Thunder choke like the Cavaliers. Chet Holmgren went to the line after Caruso took a long time. OKC took a long time trying to milk out the clock. Milk out the clock. Right? They're trying to milk out the clock. And Chet missed both free throws. Both free throws. And then Christian Brown grabbed the rebound, passed to Westbrook, and then give it to the left wing to Aaron Gordon, who I said is the most underrated player in the NBA. Shot the three. Toilet bowl three. Boom. Grab the rebound, OKC inbound, and shot a desperate three. That had no chance to go in. And just like that, OKC lost game 1. So they're gonna play tonight. And I think Denver has a good chance to win the second game because I don't think Denver played that well. OKC is gonna try to be desperate, but I think Denver has a good chance to win. And if Denver win tonight, I think OKC losing the series. And the MVP, that's another MVP that's gonna choke in the playoff, just like Dirk choke in the playoff a couple of years ago, like decades ago, against the Warriors. Here's the series I'm most interested in. The series I'm most interested in. It's the Warriors against the Timberwolves. I was so excited. Steph was doing his thing. Draymond was finally scoring. Butler was doing what he can, playmaking. Defense by the Warriors. By the way, Warriors have been the best defense in the NBA since Jimmy Butler went to the team. So I'm watching the game, and I see Steph defending, and all of a sudden I see him grabbing his hamstring. I'm like, okay, maybe he got hit there, whatever. And then he grabbed the rebound, and then he did the floater, and then grab his hamstring again, and then signaling switch. But there was a timeout, and went to the locker room. I'm like, oh no, we were gonna win this game. Steph was balling. We're gonna win this game. Anthony Edwards was struggling in the first 2 quarters. I think he had only 1 point. 1 point. So, because they said hamstring, and I know about hamstring, I said, no, do not let him play during the game. Just to be safe, he should not play the rest of the game. And thankfully, he did not play the rest of the game. And I started to go to my Google MD way. Google MD way is like everybody trying to say hamstring, whatever, all the many weeks, whatever. And then I see so many doctors, keyboard doctors, keyboard assistant physician, keyboard nurses saying that he's gonna miss like 3 months, 2 months, whatever, 1 month. And then today we learned that he had a grade 1 hamstring, and he's gonna be reevaluated next week. So he's probably gonna miss next game, which is game 2. He's gonna probably miss game 3, which is Saturday. He's probably gonna miss game 4, which is Monday. So game 5, he's probably gonna play game 5 on Wednesday if he's good. But I think the Warriors, I think I was reading all the Wolves saying they're gonna be ready, whatever, they were not ready. But Jimmy Butler did play well enough. The guy that really, to me, saved and helped the Warriors won last night was Buddy Hield. The last two games, Game 7 against the Rockets and against the Wolves last night, is Buddy Hield. He's been sensational. At the beginning of the season, he was not missing a lot. So the Warriors were like 12-3. And then he started to be cold, and the Warriors went down, went under 500, went to the 11th position. That would make a trade for, what's in there? Oh, my God. I forgot the German player. Oh, man, I forgot. Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder. And then that didn't work. They traded for Jimmy Butler. I still believe in the Warriors. I think the Warriors gonna win tomorrow. I know the Timberwolves gonna try to double team. I know McDaniels is gonna try to defend Buddy Hield like he's Steph Curry. He has to be Butler. Butler and Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga has not been playing until recently. The last couple of games. I know he played game 3, but Steve Kerr said that Kuminga and Green, Draymond, and Jimmy Butler do not fit well together. But they played together last night. So because they're gonna defend Buddy Hield crazy, I think it has to be a Kuminga game. A Kuminga and Draymond has to score. If Draymond score, Kuminga has a good decent game. I believe in the Warriors defense. I think Anthony Edwards is gonna try to shoot threes. Timberwolves were like 12 over 74, 72, like that. No, 15 over 72 or 74 in the last 2 games on threes. So I think the Warriors gonna steal another one on the road. And they're gonna try to win 1 game at home or 2 games at home. Man, if the Warriors sweep Timberwolves without Steph Curry, you don't think the Warriors can win the championship? I believe so. Warriors are still my pick to win the championship. So that was a quick recap of the playoff right now. I don't know whose your team is, but I think could be the Warriors against I cannot believe I'm saying this. It could be the Warriors against the Pacers or the Knicks. Pacers, Knicks. I know the Knicks would want revenge because the Brunson got hurt, I think, last game, something like that. So last year, in the last game. But well, the Knicks are down 18 right now, so I'm not gonna say the game is over from the last game. But the Knicks are down 18, 50, 68. So there was some disappointment so far in the playoff. There was some disappointment so far in the playoff. I'm gonna tell you who were the players I was disappointed about. Let's see. I had it here. I think I am disappointed in Kyle Kuzma. As a Warrior fan, I wanted the Warriors to trade Wiggins for Kyle Kuzma last season. So many times I was saying trade Wiggins for Kyle Kuzma. I remember when Kyle Kuzma first started with the Lakers. I thought he was going to be great. He disappeared. He wants to wear those stupid clothes. That's what he's better. He's best at. The guy had a 3.0 games in the play. With Dame Lillard being hurt, You probably like the second, third best player on the team, and you had a 3.0 game on the team. 3.0 game. The guy averaged 5.8 points in the first round against the Pacers. 5.8. 2.2 rebound, 0.8 assists, 0 steal. This is a disaster. They traded Middleton, who I call Middleton, because I thought he was done because he's always injured. You traded Middleton for that. Middleton will have done much better. So that's one of the 5 players that I was disappointed about. Second player I was disappointed about was I'm not a fan of this guy. I'm not a real fan, but I have to be fair. It's Ja Morant. I mean, should I be disappointed about Ja Morant? Even he got injured, whatever. But maybe I'm disappointed that he didn't do something because I don't think OKC is that good. I mean, OKC could still prove me wrong because they only lost 1 game. But Ja Morant, I mean, it was either him or Zion. I mean, at least Ja playing in the playoff. Zion has yet to play in the playoff. But he talks so much ish. I mean, this could be an asterisk, but Ja Morant, I thought he was gonna do it this season. He didn't do it. So that's the second player. Third player, Austin Reeves. I watched some Lakers game. Austin Reeves is like a James Harden student. He slick his hands under the arm of a player and try to draw fouls all the time. And then he disappear against the Wolves. If you're physical with Austin Reeves, he's not going to do anything. He was the best third option in the NBA, I heard. He's a foundational piece. And every year he disappoints. His defense is not that good. Him and Luka are cones on defense. I mean, Luka is worse, but Austin Reeves is too inconsistent. I don't think he's a starter. If I'm the Lakers, I trade him right now while he has value. That's the third. The fourth. Okay, let me skip this guy. I'm going to talk about this guy first. Jalen Green. I used to live in Houston. And the team was, I think the Houston Rockets were building it. When I watched the game, Rockets, when I used to go to the game, it was Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. Jalen Green was like he dressed weird, crazy. Kevin Porter Jr., the mentals thing. And then Kevin Porter Jr. decided to, or allegedly, something happened to him. And then gosh, was caught. He played for the Clippers and now he's with Milwaukee, by the way. Jalen Green is like the team. But there was the arrival of Sengun and Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith got hurt during this season, so Man Thompson got the shot to start. So Jalen Green, he's athletic. He can do a lot of things. But for a team that they say, hold, like Golden State, disappear. He only had one good game where he had 38 points. But he had like 5 points, 7 points, 8 points, 11 points. And in game 7, scored only 7 points. During the season, you averaged 21 and in the playoff, 13 points. So that's a disappointment for Jalen Green. I think Jalen Green may be traded. As I stated earlier, I think they could trade him for Kevin Durant or somebody. I mean, is James Harden going back to Houston? I don't know. I don't think so. That's going to happen. So, Jalen Green. But speaking of James Harden, that's the guy who I say to the Clippers fan all the time, James Harden is a quitter. He quit on OKC. He quit on Houston. He quit on Brooklyn. He quit in Philadelphia. He quit on the Clippers. Lost 4 Game 7 with 4 different teams. Philadelphia, Brooklyn, Houston, OKC. No, Clippers, not OKC. Clippers. When he wins, he wants to talk to the press. When he doesn't want, when he loses, he disappears. I think James Harden had a good regular season. If it wasn't him, the Clippers would not be in the playoff. I would give him that. If it wasn't him and Powell, they're not in the playoff. I'm going to give him that. I'm not a James Harden fan. When James Harden was acquired by the Clippers, I said that was a bad move. I said that was a bad move. They showed James Harden over Westbrook. How is it going now? Westbrook trolling you, dunking, hanging in the ring, getting a technical, and calling you bomb, go home. And then after in the post game, in the tunnel, he's saying this shows the wrong guy, right? You're not gonna win a championship with James Harden as your second best player, or as the best player, or as the third player. I think James Harden is to be the 4th best player. It's not professional. That's not professional, man. You cannot show up to the media, to the press, only when you win. But I hear Lawrence Frank said, oh, we're going to have James Harden again. Are we serious? So those are the 5 players, I think. Should I say disappoint or disappear in the playoff? Or, I mean, Ja Morant could get a pass because he got injured, but you only play in the play-in, and you're young, and you lost by all these points to OKC. What's the excuse for the Warriors, for the Nuggets? They went to Game 7. Didn't even rest. So, one last thing I want to say before I end the show. There are several things that I noticed in the playoff that I want to point out. I'm happy to say, because I see a lot of NBA fans complain about that, and I think I've complained about that. I'm happy that physicality is back in the NBA. You can be physical again in the NBA. I see pulling, I see grabbing, I see the referee swallowing their whistle, and I love it. Now, I don't want to see wrestling or this or but I'll welcome this physicality. You know, and the Rockets and the Warriors. That was the best rating since 2009 in a playoff game. Look it up. Now, here's another thing that I see. Big men have values again. Watch during the offseason how many teams gonna try to get a big man. Adams, who played for the Rockets, he's an unrestricted free agent. Watch how many teams gonna go after him. Me personally, I would want to see him in the Warriors. Size matter anymore. Matter again. The small ball, I think, is slowly getting away. Size matter. Size matter. Lakers find out. I mean, I cannot say Rockets find out because the Warriors are small. And Clippers have some size. Clippers have some size. Clippers have some size. Celtics, Porzingis was benched tonight. Was he hurt? I don't know. He was benched. Oh, man. He was benched for Horford. It was like 40 something, right? So size matter. I welcome that in the NBA. Welcome back, size. And I'm gonna say pause. I'm not in the pause thing. Emmett Thompson and his brother, Asar Thompson, they're very good. Watch out. The Thompson twins. Watch out for them. Jalen Brunson. I didn't think Jalen Brunson was that good, but he's good. He's very good. Even though tonight he's let me see how many points he has. Tonight he only has 8 points. 3 of 13 shooting. Should I retract what I just said? Jalen Brunson is very good. I think Antetokounmpo needs to leave Milwaukee for the sake of his career. I think he's the one who was like, I love Drew, but Dame is Dame Dollar. He destroyed the team. And I think he's gonna leave, but I don't know. Is he good? I said to somebody that Clippers should get Antetokounmpo. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should Giannis go to the Clippers? I don't know. Maybe the Warriors. I don't know. Haliburton. I don't think Haliburton is overrated. I don't like the way he plays, but I don't think Haliburton is overrated. I don't think Haliburton is overrated. I mean, if there's a great defender on him, I don't think he can score. I mean, he had great defenders on him last night. He had Derek White and Joe Holiday, so I guess he's not bad. Well, that's all for the NBA. Very quickly, I want to say WNBA is back. I watched a couple of preseason games. Watched the Valkyrie, the new team. They have a squad. I don't know. I don't think they have a go-to person yet. So it was only one game. I might watch. That's one of the teams I might watch. I think very, very, very early prediction. Let me talk about the teams that I see. Okay. I saw Sparks play Valkyrie. I think Kelsey Plum is gonna be okay. Spuck's gonna be good, but I don't think they're gonna win a championship. Valkyries, they're gonna be decent. They might lose a lot of games, but I don't know. But they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. AC is gonna be really good. AC is gonna be really good. AC is gonna be really good in the West. I think they might be better than Minnesota. I don't know. Minnesota. AC is gonna be really good. Yeah, AC is gonna be really good. I saw them play. They're really good. Seattle, they're gonna compete. Minnesota are gonna compete. Fever is gonna be really good. I'm telling you right now. Fever, they have the bench, they have veteran leadership, they have go-to players. They have too many go-to players. They have three-pointers, they have size. Oh my God, Fever is really good. Liberty. I watched Brianna Stewart in the Unrivaled. I don't know. Maybe it's the one-on-one thing. I think Brianna Stewart has lost a step, man. I don't know. I'll see. I'm gonna see a couple of games this season, but I don't know about Brianna Stewart. I don't know. We'll see. They had a good pickup in what's her name? She played for Washington, went to Phoenix. Oh my God, I forgot her name. She plays for the Liberty now. Liberty got a good player in that. Oh my God, I forgot her name. Stouts, something like that. I don't know. I think it's gonna be the Fever against the Aces in the final, or whatever. I think the right now, very early. I think it's gonna be the Fever and the Aces. Probably because I'm gonna watch those two teams. But it was good to be back again. Thank you for watching. Right now, the Knicks are down 14 points. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Are the Knicks gonna come back to win the game? I don't know. Celtics might learn the lesson. So it could be 1-1. So the Knicks have to win the 2 games at home. If the Knicks won the 2 games at home, I think they must win game 3. But thank you for watching. Armchairing. It was me, Bruce Maro, the host. See you next time.
Armchairing with Bruce Maro on the One Podcast Network.